Hey guys, so I'm here with the hair tutorial today for this look, and this is my model Casey. She has very thick hair and it's naturally wavy and curly, so I just thought I'd do a cute little boho braid on her. So we're going to start with sectioning off the top and teasing it. And I will move it up so you can see it. So we're just going to tease it. Normally you'd hairspray and tease it, but she was going to dance, so I didn't want her to have a bunch of hairspray and just feel gross and sticky while she was dancing. So I thought I would just do it without hairspray now just to show you guys, but you could totally do hairspray. I actually recommend doing hairspray. It would make it stay a lot laster and make your tease be a lot more volumized. So I'm just going back layer by layer just to make it nice and poofed all the way back so it's more gradient, not just sticking straight up or straight down. And then we're going to poof the rest of the hair, so let's move on to the sides. So I'm grabbing the hair at an angle from about the end of the eye up to the back of the head, and I'm just teasing the back side of it and then just brushing the top over so it lays nice and flat for when we have our braided crown on. And I am going to do that to the other side as well, but I wanted a little bit more volume on this side, so I thought I would pull it back up and tease again. So I'm doing the same thing on the other side here. I'm pulling it at an angle, as you can't really see because the video is kind of high. Sorry guys. But it just teased it up so it's nice and volumized for when we have the crown. So now I wanted to tease the bangs because I feel like that just would create a lot of lift to the face. So I pulled up the bangs and I just teased the back of them and then swooped them over with the brush. They were nice and smooth to the side, and as you can see, they're just nice and volumized. So next we're just going to take that bang section and a little bit under it and separate that into 3 sections. Now this is going to be the start of our braid. Sectioning it into 3, you're going to take your left section and cross it over the middle. You always want the piece closest to your face to be crossed over. This will pull the bangs back really nice and make them look really just chic, and it's easier to poof too when you're done. So as you can see, they just wrap in between the 2 hairs, and I'm just finishing the braid all the way down. So now I'm repeating the same thing on the other side, just splitting the hair into 3 and braiding like normal all the way down. Alright, so as you can see, I pulled it over there and it looks quite thin. So, since I'm not really feeling that little thin braid, which you totally could if you wanted to, but for my likings, and I wanted it to look a little bit more bohemian, I decided to poof the braid up. And by making the braid larger, what you do is you just tug slightly on the corners of the braid, the loops, and you just pull away from the braid itself. So when you're pulling out, it just kind of creates this flat braid, almost like a pancake braid. I believe that's what it's called actually. And I am just making my way up and tugging each side to make sure it's nice and flat and volumized. So once I'm done with that, I'm taking it back around the crown and getting ready to pin it. And I'm just kind of playing with it to place it where you want. Make sure the crown is nice and poofed and flattened. So I'm taking a bobby pin and I'm opening it up, and this might be kind of hard to see, but what I'm doing here is I am just going to push it straight down as if I was going to basically stab her head, and then I'm just pushing it in towards the braid. And by pushing it in this way instead of just pinning it like a cross, this really ensures a good hold versus just a cross pin. So again, I'm just putting it to her head and then pushing it towards the braid, almost backwards, and this just really holds it a lot. So now for the other braid, I'm going to poof it up like a pancake again because I like it to be nice and volumized. And since her hair is quite thick, I thought it would balance the ends very well. So I'm going to just tug the ends again and just kind of pull it up to make it a pancake. So now I'm going to cross it under, so it's hiding the pins on the right and then crossing under the left just to make it quite even and balanced. So what I'm doing here is I'm just pinning the braid under the other. So I'm going to lift up the top braid just a little bit and hold down the other braid and pin it. And I'm pinning it the same way as I did the other one, just putting it straight to the head and then curving it the opposite way of the braid. And I do this normally without about 2 pins. I pin the top, then I pin the bottom to make sure it is secured. And then I'm just folding the top braid over the pins just to make it look really nice and polished. So just fix and adjust little things as you like. As you can see, the little hairs are sticking up and I didn't really want that. So what I'm going to do here is just fix it. I'm just kind of twisting it under the braid slightly and then I'm just going to pin it. This just makes the hair lay flat a little more and just a little bit more of a subtle touch than so like bam, here's the ends of the hair. I kind of want it to blend a little bit better and kind of make the eye not notice where it does come out and just kind of look very natural. So I'm pinning it on the same with this side too. And again, I'm using the same pinning technique. This is my favorite way, just to push it to the head and slide it the opposite way of which the hair is going. So now I'm just fixing the crown how I like it, and we're just going to smooth out the hair and kind of just toss it around and play with it to get it how you really desire it to be. So always make sure when you come to the front that you like the front. You always want to make sure that the sides are how you want. So here I'm just poofing up the bangs a little bit because, as I said before, with the strand of the bangs being in the middle, it does help you be able to poof and stay without having to be pinned. But here the sides kind of stuck out just a little bit and I want it to be more flat to the head and not so bulky. So what I did here is I just pushed it down slightly, took my pin, same method as before, put it opposite to the hair, and when you put it opposite to the hair, it really just hides under the hair that is covering it. So you don't even see the bobby pin, but it's keeping the hair nice and down so it's not so bulky. And that's pretty much it for this look. And that is our bohemian chic hairstyle. I really absolutely love it. I love how the pancake braids are a little bit thicker and it really contrasts with the messy tousled curls, which I think looks very beautiful. And I think this would look good on any hairstyle or any type of hair length, which I just really think it looks very beautiful. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Please subscribe, like, and comment. I'd love to hear all your guys' comments, and I hope you guys have a nice day. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Bye. Mwah.